Chris Caputo here with New Jersey Leverage. Behind me, we have the 2026 Tampa Bay Open. All right, in this video, I'm gonna walk through the layout with you guys, go over some shots off break, bunkers that I think might be good to go to. Hopefully at the end, we could get some gameplay footage as well. Okay, at first we're gonna start off in the home. Moving into this bunker, you do have this snake gap right here. Off the break, you could pop the top and hopefully get a shot in before this guy makes it to the Aztec. All right, moving over to the snake side. Initial shots on the snake, you really don't have much unless he comes on the inside and wants to battle you. On the Dorito side, kind of same situation here. You can't really stop anything until they get to that third Dorito. You could hold this gap in. Otherwise, they could just pick shots in on you over here. If they are stuck in the home on the Dorito side, which I can't really see, you could hold them in from over here on this gap. Out to the snake corner. This wedge could definitely hold you in. This tower and that mini W over there could hold you in. I mean, if they're in your wedge over here, they could hold you in too. It looks like even that Dorito corner and that first Dorito on the far side might be able to hold you in. A lot of people have shots on you. You can hold in people from bouncing out to your mirror, but they could also bump out to these bricks right here and maybe even jump in the snake and surprise you on your side of the field. Bumping out, that first Dorito right over here has really good shots on holding you in. It's pretty thin, so I'm not sure if anybody's gonna wind up staying here, but I could see, you know, depending on the layout, teams playing like this and holding this guy inside. A lot of shots in on the inside at you. And moving into the snake, the home has a shot as well. He could just hold this for as long as he wants, and he has this gap going into the snake right over here. Let's say you make it in clean, nobody's shooting at you. First initial shots on the inside, you got some shots on those Doritos right here. And maybe you could even catch this guy sleeping in that mini W in the 50-yard line. Hopefully they don't get on your side of the field, but you do have this gap. On the initial wrap, nobody could see you, so you could probably do this freely on that can at first. Next up would be that Dorito back there. Then it's going to be the can in the middle of the field. Wrapping, you do have this 50-yard line mini W. Okay, moving back up. Okay, shots on the inside. You got this guy right here, that might be a free kill. You got this gap. Same thing as a wrap, pretty much. Okay, now looking down the wire. You could hold down this whole snake side if you have control of it. On the wrap, you do have that Dorito. You have the Dorito corner. A little bit of the mini W on the Dorito side, a little bit of that wedge. And you have that second Dorito. Coming in over here, if you stay nice and tight, you have a shot on that mini W in the 50-yard line. You have the gap if you see him bumping up, so that might be a free kill. Mini W, wedge a little bit if he's sleeping. Dorito corner, that Dorito as well. You have this Aztec. Okay, let's say no one's in the snake. You have it for free. You could wrap. That looks like a pretty good shot on the Dorito if he doesn't know you're here. Good shot on the corner. Good shot on that mini Dorito. If that third Dorito's sleeping on the outside, you can get a shot in on him too. Now, let's say you're crawling up. If that mini W is backed up all the way, you do have a free shot on him. That 50 Dorito, if he's sleeping, you got a shot on him as well. Coming on the inside, if that wedge doesn't know you're there, I'm sure you can get a shot in on him. That mini W could hide. Maybe get a shot in on that Dorito. Dorito corner. And that Aztec on the snake side. Okay, now on the outside of the starfish, you're over here. I would definitely watch out for that corner dropping in shots on you First shots are going to be on this Aztec, then it's going to be the home. This brick, that first Dorito, you got free shots on this wedge right here, free shots on the Dorito. He might be able to live if he hides good enough. Same thing over here, maybe a free kill on this Dorito. Definitely a free kill on that 50 mini W. Maybe even the 50 Dorito if he's on the inside right there. He's dead to rights. Okay, now I'm on their side of the field. I'm sure you could sneak in a shot on this guy, but if he knows you're there, I'm sure you could hide in that mini W. Not really too much on the Dorito side. Really looks like you want to get all the way to their side of the field. And this is where it's game over. Start shooting everybody in the necks, backs, and packs. Okay, moving over to the big brick on the snake side.
Yeah. You're gonna have to.
You have a lot of shots on the Dorito.
I don't even know, 'cause this.
It looks like you could stop a lot of them making the bump up if you just roll off and just stay on the gap. This looks pretty good. Okay, you could stop the snake corner from moving up, but if somebody does get in your mirror, they can stay low and probably just jump in that snake and surprise you. On the inside, it looks like there's a ton of shots in on you. A lot of people are gonna be in the home staying on this. Got that can. I can see a lot of people staying over here, looking inside. Even that Dorito corner has a shot in on you, but he has to be shooting it beforehand. Looking at shots off break for this can, he has a ton of shots. He has shots in on the Dorito. He could throw shots in over that wedge right here. He could even throw shots in this gap. On the snake side, he has a gap after the snake Aztec. But staying in this bunker doesn't seem too beneficial. Seems like more of an outlet bunker, whether you want to jump in on the snake side. You gotta definitely watch out, making your bumps up. Or just jumping into the Dorito side, putting that home in, trying to dive out. Hopefully this guy's looking heads up. You can make this clean, make your bumps up into here. From here, you don't have the best angle battling an Aztec, but you can hold in the snake side from here if they're stuck in the Aztec. So this bunker right here looks pretty good for locking down the Dorito side, but if you do have your mirror, they can jump over here and surprise you. So definitely consider that. Looks like you have a free kill on the snake if he's not paying attention. Got the home. Can lock in the Dorito side from here. Just roll off and shoot the gap. I'm sure you could shoot this little V cut and you'll get some paint into here if the guy's running tall. Should be able to shoot him if he dives low. He should make it clean. This tower looked really hard to shoot. So that mini W might be pretty easy to make as well if you run straight at it, or even if you run around the Dorito. If the home wraps the snake side, he has a nice shot in on that snake side Aztec and that gap into that brick on the snake side and the snake corner. Okay, moving into this first Dorito. Does look pretty free to make your bump in over here. On the inside, the shot doesn't look too good, but depending on how the layout's set up, this gap might be a little bit bigger, and this bunker inside might be huge staying here. You can lock down the snake corner and anybody bumping into the snake, and even the brick on the snake side. So it's really looking like the more we get into this, if you don't make it out wide off break on the snake side, it's going to be really hard once people get set up in their bunkers. Looking at the corner, you would really have to take about 2 steps out to shoot down the wire. Maybe try to get somebody wrapping. You're susceptible to everybody over here, so definitely consider that when you're making that move. And now I'm in the Dorito corner. He has a ton of shots in on this snake side, so if you get stuck in that Aztec, it's going to be really hard to bump out if he's staying on this. It really goes to show if you don't bump out early and these guys get settled, they're going to dump a ton of paint on here. Now bumping into this small Dorito. Don't have a ton of shots. You could lock down the snake side, but I'm not too sure if you want to do that, being the one on the Dorito side. Okay, looking down the wire now, it looks like a true wire. You can see your mirror back there. Wrapping, you do have shots in on this tower. Maybe stay low, make your bumps. Doesn't really look like anybody could stop you. Besides what we said earlier, that snake brick and that can. I'm not too sure how many people are gonna be playing that, but shots on the inside. You could definitely stop the snake from going in if you hold this down. If you stand up, got some shots on the Aztec, snake corner, tower. Make sure no one's down the wire when you're making your bumps. That wedge could definitely see you, like I mentioned earlier. That brick's gonna be huge for holding this down. And as you're going up, definitely gotta watch out for the snake 1 and the snake 3. This third Dorito, first initial shot is on that mini W on the snake side. Next up, got the snake 1. That wedge might be tough to see. Definitely drop some paint in on that Aztec on the snake side. On your wrap, Aztec has huge shots in on you. That can, not too sure how many people are gonna be playing that. Snake 1 has a little gap. That brick on the snake side is gonna be huge. And the snake corner has some shots in on you as well. Playing the wrap, got the Dorito and the mini W. If you catch these guys slipping, it'll be a free kill. Otherwise they could hide. Home, get some paint in on him. Might be tough for him to stay alive. Aztec and this tower right here is gonna be really tough. Definitely gotta watch out for this wedge before you go. Snake corner, if he's not looking at you, free kill. Watch out for that snake. If they're not paying attention, those are free kills there as well. Okay, now moving into this mini W. Looks like you could hold down the Dorito side pretty well if you have control of it. Gotta watch out for the snake when you're looking inside and making your bumps up. Snake corner has a shot in on you. Looks like you got some decent shots in on the Dorito. That first Dorito stays low, he can make that bump up without you knowing. That second one you definitely have, but he has some good shots on the inside on you. Don't have anything else till they get to the 50 Dorito. Moving into this wedge. It definitely won't be free, but at least there's not too many bunkers on the snake side that could shoot you. Definitely that tower. That home, if he's paying attention, he might be able to drop in a shot in on you. The rest of these guys, I'm sure if they're looking inside, they would be looking more to the snake side instead of up here, but definitely got to watch out for that. This bunker looks like it could hold down the Dorito side pretty well right here. I think the biggest threat would be if they get into the 50 snake and they start wrapping it for you. Okay, now going to this mini W on the 50-yard line. I would think your first initial shot on the inside would be looking at this brick on the snake side. If you know they're far up on the snake side, would be this mini W. This bunker heads up looks pretty good for locking down the Dorito side as well. Maybe having a mix of you and somebody else, tag teaming, keeping people in. If no one's paying attention, I could see some people getting over here and just jumping on this side. This guy would have to be looking inside to catch him. Home won't be able to have a shot in. If these guys are heads up, you're dead. Shoot the right side of the Aztec.
The right side?
Yeah, ready, go. Go. Just do it slow. Ready, Go. Nice. All right, so first initial thoughts on the snake side. And it really looks like the field wants to push you towards going to the 50 structures and start wrapping. It looks like that's when you're gonna get your reward and get some kills on the field. Snake 1 and 2 definitely don't have too many shots. You could look inside, maybe people filling late, get some kills there, but that's pretty much it. If I had to guess on this Dorito side over here, there's gonna be a lot of packages. This guy might stay inside, shooting inside the whole time. I think a lot of people are going to flood the Dorito side, maybe send 2 to 3 bodies in this general area over here, and maybe have like a 1-2 punch type of deal where someone goes out wide over here to the Dorito corner. Maybe somebody makes a bump up to the middle, and they work together, and they play off of each other, and guys switch from playing the 2 to the 1 roll. All right, unfortunately, the weather in New York is kind of crazy. Yesterday it was 80 degrees out. I was in a t-shirt. Today it's about 20 degrees out. And as you can see, it's snowing. Fortunately, only one guy came out today, so we couldn't really get much footage. If you guys enjoyed the video, like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know what you guys think of the layout. And don't forget to share this video with other people that you know that are playing the layout as well. And I'll catch you guys at the next one. Delete this. If these guys are heads up, you're dead.